Hello, and this is Beleaguered Castle, and we are about to review a recently finished 3D printing project that we did. Call, it's called the Viking something. I don't know why, but this is what it looks like in vehicular mode. It's got missiles right here and right here. It's got these little pokey things in the front. It's got extra wings attached to the wings, which are inverted. This is our own custom thing. It actually asks you to change it a little bit. I'm not going to do it now, but the actual images on Thingiverse tell you to have it differently. But we thought that this looked cooler. We have the thrusters right there, the underside, which is a little. It actually isn't that kibbly, and the top where we have a smoked cockpit, and that's basically it. All this color really was our own customly painted stuff. This green transparency, if you can see that right there, that is actual transparent plastic, and we just painted over it on the top right there to make it look like that's metal. This is supposed to be like some sort of glowing thing. And then what's cool about this thing, you probably could already tell, it transforms. It transforms sort of like into, if you're familiar with Robotech or Macross, it turns into some sort of Gerwalk mode that it's actually really cool. So first what you want to do is if you see right here, there's this little panel right about there that where you have to lift that up. And then what you have to do is you have to fold down, you have to just splay out the legs for now. And then I'm pretty sure you take the back. No, it's the front, where you push the cockpit in and fold down the spokes as sort of like guards. And then you gotta um uh, you gotta flip those down like this, and you gotta pull it up like that. like like this. See, and then that allows, if you pull it out far enough, it allows you to fold it flush with the rest of the wing. Then you do that the same for the other side. And then what you do, you fold up the front crotch piece, and you fold back the wings like that. And then these will wiggle around a little bit. And then you take the back, and then the front of it folds, if you can see that. See, it's like this with the panel lifted, and then you gotta tilt it up, and then push the front of it into the back to make it look cool. Then you take this panel and make it flush with the back like that. And as you can see, it's starting to form some sort of mecha. And then you take these parts right here. What you do is you lift it up. If you look behind, right there, there's these little rings, and if you push on those like this, just push on it from behind, it folds out these little gatlins right there, and you do that for the same to the other side. Then you have a spinning gatlin. And then yes, you have what you do with these right here is these need to stay in place. You take them, you flip them around, bend them back. It's hard to deal with. You gotta take the foot and fold it out like that. And then you gotta, dang it, gotta spin it around like that. So then you have a foot right there. It's a leg, sort of like a jackal looking thing. And then you do that the same for the other side. Okay. Ooh, crap. So my wing just broke off the side right up here. See, it's supposed to connect there. Just imagine that this wing is connected for now, and pop that leg back on, flip it around. Just let you know that is not supposed to happen. And then you take the shoulder things right there, lift it up, and there you go. I'm pretty sure that's what it looks like in or Gerwalk or Mecha, because there's really no other form for it. And it's hot in here and it's winter, which is weird. Yeah, that's basically it for this. Just imagine that wing is there for now. I might do an update video showing what he looks like with that wing, or I might put stock photos from the actual creator. But just imagine that that's there. So down to articulation. The Gatlins right here, these can bend, that's basically for transformation. These can wiggle a bit, but the Gatlin things right here can spin if you want to do like stop motion or something. Same thing for the other side. Wiggle, other wiggle, and spinning for the Gatlin. This one's tighter. And then for the legs, you got three ball joints. You have a ball joint right here, which is good articulation, but doesn't really do much because you can't do many poses, and you're not supposed to because it's a bulky mecha. And then you have this one, which on mine is a little bit loose, but it can't really use it either because it's a bulky mech. And then there's this joint, which can be used, and it can be very useful if you want to pose it in any poses that are plausible, like maybe a jutting out foot or something. And that, yeah. And the same thing for the other side. Wiggle the leg right there. Can move. Foot, all the same. The wings as well, which are mainly for transformation. If this wasn't so bulky, then this might have been able to move, but no. So that's not it doesn't move. And you can say that the little spokes right here can move, but that's mainly just for transformation as well. And the missiles right here, these are not supposed to be missing. These broke off when my dad was painting them, but it just makes it look like it's been through a battle and it's used a couple of its missiles, which I think is pretty cool. And my dad put a bunch of lights right there, right on the other side, and right there, and two on the crotch, and I'm pretty sure two back there for like backing up and stuff. Oh, I just realized it's like a jetpack now, and these can propel it forward as turbines. And this can also be considered a light, but it really isn't supposed to be. So we 3D printed this from our 3D printer, or that we have, the Reach 3D printer. We recommend it. It's really good. And that we got this from Thingiverse. If you haven't ever checked it out or have a 3D printer, you should check on Thingiverse because they have the community is amazing in creating different and 3D printable objects like this. This took us about 1.5 months to complete with all painting and stuff. It usually is really small, like about that big, but me and my dad, we couldn't get it to be that small. Also, we decided to do like 500%, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 500%, which worked nicely, and that's why it's so big. And so check out Thingiverse. We will have a link to Thingiverse in the description below. We will have a link to the actual uh the actual creation, so you can find that. And later we will be later this week, maybe the weekend, I will be reviewing maybe a different 3D printed creation or a transformer toy or something. So stay tuned for that. Please subscribe and thumbs up. That I screwed that up. And make sure to click that like button. And if you're ever gonna put a dislike button, please explain why you don't like it in the description below, so we can take constructive criticism and use that for our next videos. This was my review on the on this mecha that's called the Viking. Thank you and goodbye.